106 R&B and throwbacks on 106 Live Radio. Atlanta's music leader.
I can show you the world. And this world is CeeCee's. You want R&B? We got it. You want classic hip-hop? We got it. You want all the hot tea? Our girl CeeCee's got you covered. So, what are you waiting for? Come be a part of CeeCee's world on 106 Live Radio.
Happy Saturday. You have just stepped into CeeCee's world. I am your girl, CeeCee. If this is your first time in CeeCee's world, welcome. And if you have been here before, welcome back. Listen, it's going to be a great show. I'm really excited because we are talking about travel. That's like one of my absolute favorite topics. I'm excited. Okay. Pootie cooked it in the building. Oh, hello, and welcome. But we're going to get into some things. So we're going to talk about top 15 safest countries to travel to. I'm going to give some of my travel hacks. We're going to talk about red flags, who to travel with, who not to travel with. Okay. And we're going to answer the question, do you prefer to travel alone, in a big group, in a small group? Do you prefer to keep it local? Are you an adventurous traveler? We're going to get into those things today. So I'm really excited. I'm someone who definitely loves to travel as much as possible. But we're going to start with the top 15 safest countries to travel to. Number 1 on the list, or should we start from 15? We're going to start from 15 to 1. 15 to 1, let's go. 15, Costa Rica. You know what? I have been wanting to travel to Costa Rica, and the one thing about traveling from at least Atlanta to Costa Rica, it is a fairly inexpensive flight. I have looked at it several times. That is on my list of places to travel. Number 14, South Korea. And again, this is the 15 safest countries to travel to. Number 13, Italy. Number 12, France. Number 11, Spain. And we are here at number 10, and that is the United Kingdom. Listen, 2023 is going to be a big travel year for me, and I have made it my business. I am going to get to the UK in 2023. London, I will see you. Glad to know it is on the top 15 safest countries to travel to. So those 15 to 10, Costa Rica, South Korea, Italy, France, Spain, and the United Kingdom. Have you traveled to any of those countries? If so, let me know. If you're streaming live on YouTube, hit me up in the comments section. But right now, we're gonna get into a little music. It's been a tough week for a lot of people. As we know, we have to give RIP to Takeoff. Definitely giving my prayers and love to family, friends, fans that just are just in mourning and just very, very sad and gone way, way too soon. So I'm just going to give a few of my favorite Migos songs. So don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. You are in CeeCee's world.
DJ Durant. Hey, Castro go crazy. Yeah, so we gone. Stop. We good. Stop. Chill. We on. Chill. Scale. Let's go. Domingo. Let's go. Take. Let's go. Set. Let's roll. Straightening. Yeah. Straightening. Yeah, don't none get straightening but straightening. Don't none get straightening but straightening. Don't none get straightening but straightening. You don't get straight, you don't straighten it. In this game, sit back, be patient. Act like the game went vacant. Act like some been taken. What? Ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening. Been kicking, popping out daily. On the island, it's a movie I'm making. I'm counting the narrows with Robert De Niro. He telling them that you're amazing. Put that on. Get on. I bought 2 whips and I put my boot on. She put this wrist on. She factory said it went rich and meal prone. Turn a pandemic into a pandemic. You know that we on. Yes, sir. Them gon' pull up and L at this together won't get what you homes. I don't do the fake kicking. No. There go a rocket, it's taking it. It's a problem with you, then we straightening it. Swap out the cap, put a demon in it. Upgrade the band up, put fiends in it. I got some shooters you ain't seen with me. We're running back, I just seen tenant. We gonna get straightening. Yeah, straightening. Yeah, don't none get straightening but straightening. Don't none get straightening but straightening. Don't none get straightening but straightening. You don't get straight, you don't straighten it.
You don't get trying to be on straighten it. No, I'm the type to sit back and watch patient. Do a trick with the stick, it's amazing. In the bando, chopping out bacon. Lows on like I'm starting in the Matrix. I keep the cookie like my grandma made it. I get the keys and the pounds and the babies. And the bricks came white like shady. Drive the Lambo through the avenue. Pretty little with an attitude. Give a shout out to them white boys. All white rolls look radical. Keep you a fire, don't let them take it. If they get charged, you gotta get straight. I got your op, I give them a facelift. My niggas lurking and spending the day shift. I got them rat when you see me. Rack A's. Spin back to back, it's a repeat. Championship, it's a 3-P. Shoot out the window like Drizzy and Freaky. I keep it on me, believe me. Yes, sir. I be up high where the trees be. I go and put on so much of this ice. They say don't touch me, you gon' freeze me.
Straightening. Yeah, straightening. Yeah, don't none get straightening but straightening. Don't none get straightening but straightening. Don't none get straightening but straightening. You don't get straight, you straight.
Get my straightening. Automatic handgun like the Navy. I keep 100 round drum, ain't fading. Turn it to a mummy with a pavement. Terminate with the money, you were grave. Spin an op block, rock about baby. Made it talk stop, made it mama hate. We were trapping at the spot, out the base. That's man and your devil, we spin on your block. Spin. I pop a perk and I'm gone berserk. And I woke up and bought me a job. Like straight to the point, I get straight to the straight. And your buddy, he can't even walk. We gutted them, nobody talk. We gutted new color, then start to fall. New trapping and hustling, beat down the wall. On with the stepper, Northside rapper. Quickie for Mac in the back of the Tesla. On with the gang, we can never be selfish. Watch how I dress, I'm the dripping professor. Saw the kill tech, then I bought a compressor. Time to press them, eat them for breakfast. Taught them a lesson, I'm never confessing. Never my message, somebody stretch them.
Straightening. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Motorsport, put that thing in sports. Shout it bad, pop it like a court. You a dork, never been a sport. Pull up, jumping out the court. Cotton candy, my cup tastes like the fair. Straight up there, we didn't take the stairs. Face my fears, gave my mama tears. Shifting gears, on the knock, get serious. Face all your fears, then get at me. Get so many donuts on them back streets. Sit so high in the nosebleeds. Feel like I can fly. Yeah. Saying, Burger check, Bill, Bella check. Take the L at the ball. Just so I can flex. Take the L at the mall. Walking with the sex. Take the L at your bra. Now she can't go back. Saying, Burger check, Bill, Bella check. Take the L at the ball. Just so I can flex. Take the L at the mall. Walking with the sex. Take the L at your bra. I wish my grandma could see me. Take away pain ain't easy. That's why I vibe for blazing. Not capping the season.
The coup came imported. The CeeCee's all white, coming snorted. Green Lamborghini, your tortoise. No human being, I'm immortal. Protect the AP for the water. 100K I spend on my senora. My picky on margarine butter. And my ink got McDonald's nuggets. Soon as I land on the Lear, who gets they wet tears. 488 hit the gears. Suicide don't Britney Spears. I'm bougie so don't get near. Chris Angel make it disappear. Hit the gas, it got flames out the rear. It's a race to the back of the mills.
Ride the like a BMX. No, wanna be my ex. I love when he going to it cause he comes small. When I see him less, I get upset off. I turn offset on. I told him the other day, man, we should sell that porn. Yeah, Cardi B, I'm back. I don't wanna hear I'm acting different. Same lips that be talking about me is the same lips that be kissing. Saying what they say they are and they still think they catfishing. Same so with Sunday shots, they reaching out like they back itching. Why would I hop in some beef? Why? When I could just hop in the Porsche. You heard she gone through what from who? That's not a reliable source. So tell me, have you seen her? Let me wrap my weave up. I'm the trap Selena. Dame my gasolina.
Motorsport, put that thing in sports. Shot it bad, pop her like a court. You a dork, never been a sport. Pull up, jumping out the court. Cotton candy, my cup tastes like the fair. Straight up there, we didn't take the stairs. Face my fears, gave my mama tears. Mama, shifting gears, on the knock is serious.
Yo, watch your man, then you should watch your mouth. Just press, administer mouth to mouth. You see them stats? You know what I am about? I am the champ. I'm Iron Mike and about. Attention, I'ma need you to face front. You don't want smoke with me, this is a lace. Raps Jackie Chan, we ain't pulling them fake stunts. My crown won't fit on your bum out lace fronts. You was catching the fade, shout out my nigga Lil Boosie. All of your friends will be dead, you could get hit with that Uzi. I call him Ricky, he say he love me like Lucy. Get you a straw, you know this pussy is juicy. This Givenchy is custom made, now you can't get it at Saks though. I don't work in the office, but they copying and that's facts though. I ain't trying to be violent, but if Nicki on it, it slaps her. Get you line for that paper like a loose leaf when that strap blow. I'm with a couple bad bitches that'll rip the party. If Quavo the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi. Pull up in a space coupe, I done linked with Marty. I can actually afford to get a pink Bugatti. Hey yo Nick, didn't you just do a hit with Gotti? That too, but my niggas send hits like Gotti. It's a rap like them things on the head of a Saudi. My son, go and sit on the potty.
Run the Chanel's. I stuck them running from 12. Ain't made no commitment with none of you, cause none of you treating me well. If niggas, she show me a right hand on the Bible, I swear I won't tell. If I get to play with that kitty, I wonder how many platinums we gon' sell. Album. Pop a Perkins, catch a feel. Pop one. Now I cannot feel the wheel. Whoa. My chest bag give me chills. In the left hand of Richard Mill. Not the watch, but the price on the ice. If you don't know what that is. Motorsport, Motorville. Abort the mission, that's a kill.
Motorsport, put that thing in sports.
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
You are back in CeeCee's World. I am your girl CeeCee right here on 106 Live Radio, where excitement meets diversity 24/7. And we are having a travel conversation. We talking about all things travel. And right now, I was telling you all the 15 safest countries to travel to. And we're going from 15 to 1. We are at number 10. We're at number 9. But the first 5 being Costa Rica, South Korea, Italy, France, Spain, the United Kingdom. Number 9, Germany. Number 8, Ireland. Number 7, Switzerland. Number 6, Australia. Now, someone asked me what was my favorite place that I've ever traveled to. And I can honestly say by far it was Australia. I enjoyed Australia so much. So the flight isn't short, coming because I had to go from Atlanta to LAX to Sydney, and Sydney to my final destination, Sydney to Brisbane. And yeah, that was it was like 23 hours. No joke, but it was very worth it. One thing I have to say, when I traveled to Australia, they were very welcoming. Most of the places I went, I was probably the only Black person. And I'm doing this traveling by myself. I was going to see someone that was already in Australia. So I was doing this, like, all this traveling to Australia solo. And I can't say I wasn't scared. I was very, it was cool. But it was the first time, really traveling that far from home by myself. Went on American Airlines. It was extremely comfortable. Between American Airlines and Qantas, which is like a subsidiary. Very comfortable. I mean, they just made it like just super chill, super relaxing. And again, when I got to Australia, people were very welcoming. I had never been there. I did not know what to expect, but people were very welcoming. It was a very slow motion. It was very chill. At like 6 o'clock, they coming out their stores, they locking the door, they're going to live their best life. Like, it was very, very chill. There's a lot of gambling. I just remember when I was in Australia, it was during the NBA finals. And this is when LeBron played. Who was LeBron? Because who did he play for? Give me a second. I'm gonna come back to that. But it was during the finals. So I'm in a sports bar at like 11:30 in the morning to watch the game. And it is like locals in there already drunk, gambling on horses and whatnot. But it happened like several days because I was there for like a week and a half. So it was wild. Like, it was crazy, but I had the best time. The food was different. Went to Burger King. Like, it was different, but it was different in a good way. I like the chill. I like the slow motion. So what had me, right? Their mall had a Kmart in it. Okay, cool. So, but their Kmart was like different. Their Kmart had like name brands, and like the sizing they had plus size and regular size all in the same place. Like, it was just, I mean, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed, definitely somewhere that I would go back to. I would even want to move. I mean, I started watching this show called Tattoo Fixers. I was like obsessed with that show while I was there. But nevertheless, I thoroughly enjoyed Australia. Absolutely one of my favorite places I have ever traveled to. And that is number 6 on the list as one of the safest countries to travel to. Number 5, we have Japan. Number 4, Sweden. Number 3, Canada. Okay. I had a mix experience with Canada. So I didn't feel the love in Toronto. It wasn't giving. But I went to Kelowna, I think the name of it is. That's the headquarters of a brand called Sweet Legs that I'm totally obsessed with. And I was doing a campaign for them. So they flew me there. And that was a great experience. I had some ketchup chips for the first time. Definitely had some first, enjoying it. But again, I didn't quite feel the love. I wasn't feeling the love in Toronto. I'm gonna have to try Toronto again. Number 2, New Zealand. And the number 1 safest country to travel to is Iceland. And I hear Iceland is absolutely gorgeous. It is also on my list of places to travel. So if you have traveled to any of those countries, I would love to hear about it. I want to know, what was your experience? If you are streaming live on YouTube, make sure you hit me up in the comment section and let me know, what was your experience if you've traveled to any of those countries, and what countries would you add to the list? We'll kind of listen to a little music, and when we come back from paying these bills, I'm going to give you guys some travel hacks, things that I use to travel least expensive. There's some apps that you absolutely positively have to download. And there's some ways to help you get back in the country faster. It's an app as well. When you get back in the country, you have to go to customs and all those things. I got a little travel hack for you. So don't go anywhere. Stay right here in CeeCee's World.
Man, who that is? Shout out Migo, shout out Zayto one time. Drink at the Versace store. Yeah. Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Illuminati. Versace. This is a gated community. Please get the fuck up the property. Rap must be changing cause I'm at the top and there's no one on top of me. Just be wanting a verse for a verse, but man, that's not a swap to me. Grinding in compliments, pool in the backyard that look like Metropolis. I think I'm selling $1 million for sweet man. I guess I'm an optimist. Born in Toronto, but sometimes I feel like Atlanta adopted us. What the fuck is you talking about? Saw this shit coming like I had binoculars, boy. Versace, we stay at the mansion when we in Miami. The pillows, Versace, the sheets of Versace, I just want a Grammy. I've been so quiet, I got the world like, what the fuck is he planning? Just make sure that you got a backup plan, cause might come in handy. Started a label, the album is coming September, just wait on it. This year I'm eating your food at my table, got so many plates on it. 100 and TV at my house, I sit back like damn, I look great on it. I do not fuck with your new and don't ask for my take on it. Speaking of lingo, man, this for my that trap out the bendo. This for my that call up Fernando to move a piano. For your no feeling, cause business is business, it's strictly financial. I'm always the first one to get it, man, that's how you lead by example. Versace. Word in New York is the diamond.
Broadcasting live from Atlanta while serving the entire globe. It's the fastest growing radio on the web. It's 106liveradio.com.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Join us for the In-Studio Content Creation Day, Saturday, November 19th from 12 to 6 p.m. Hosted by Breezy and CeeCee from CeeCee's World. Sessions include audio and video production, social media holiday content, and on-air interviewing. Early bird special is $249 if paid by November 15th. Don't forget, that's a value of $599. For more information, please go to www.106liveradio.com or email us at admin@106liveradio.com.
Do you want to earn a certificate in cybersecurity, customer relationship management, religious studies, or digital entertainment, esports, and game development? Well, it's not too late. Atlanta Metropolitan State College can help you earn your certificate with only 6 classes. Next session starts October 3rd. Apply today at www.atlm.edu.
To some, a baby's babbling doesn't mean much, but it does. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Learn more at autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
In the U.S. today, 2.7 million people have glaucoma. So what is glaucoma, and am I at risk? Glaucoma is a group of diseases that can damage the optic nerve and if left untreated can lead to vision loss and blindness. This genetic disease can affect anyone of African or Mexican descent 40 years of age and older. So make sure to schedule a comprehensive dilated eye exam every 1 to 2 years to combat this disease. And keep yourself protected today.
This message is sponsored by the Bienvenido Project in the Dominican Republic. To donate, please visit thebienvenidoproject.com. That again is thebienvenidoproject.com.
Do you have a business that you'd like to promote? Or maybe you just want to sponsor the show and keep the good vibes going. If you would like to, the information is up on the screen. You can find us at www.106liveradio.com, or you can give us a call, 404-689-5483.
106liveradio.com, Atlanta. Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
Welcome back. I'm CeeCee, and you are in CeeCee's World. And today we're having a travel conversation. We're talking about all things travel. If you missed it, I did just give the top 15 safest countries to travel to. And guess who wasn't on the list? The good old United States. We were not there. We are not part of the top 15 safest countries to travel to. Shame on us. We need to get ourselves together. But as promised, I said I was going to give you guys some of my my best hacks and tips for travel. And let me tell you, the first thing I would have to say, if you have not already done it, it is imperative that you have a mileage account for every airline. I have one for Alaska Air. You know why? Because one day I might need it. You need to have whatever their program is, get in it. Whatever their app is, have it. Because one, is very easy to navigate between apps when you're trying to look for flights. Because one thing, you hit Google doesn't always give you all of the airlines. And so you kind of miss out. You end up having to go to the website anyway, download all the apps, enroll in all of the programs, the frequent flyer programs, whatever they thing is, get it. You also need to have the Hopper. The Hopper is the best. If you want to just get somewhere cheap and you just got to go and you don't you're flexible with your time, you don't mind stops. They have non-stops too. But if you don't mind stops and you're flexible on time, the Hopper is really dope. Because one thing about the Hopper and some of these other websites, travel websites, you may be on multiple airlines because they're really trying to find the cheapest combination to get you where you're trying to go. And so that's why there's some flexibility that needs to happen. If you're somebody who's dead set, only fly Delta, okay, then stick to Delta. But if you're really kind of interested in being able to travel places and you want to be price conscious and you don't mind and you have that level of flexibility, something like the Hopper, and being open to different legs of your trips being with different airlines. I think that is probably one of my hugest tips, is to, if you have that type of time and that type of flexibility, be very open to traveling on different airlines, especially if you are traveling long distance. If you have to go from, let's say, Atlanta to LAX and it's cheaper on American, but then maybe LAX to wherever is cheaper on Delta, hey, play the game. That's one thing about if you're planning travel and you're traveling multiple times and you have flexibility, be willing to do the research, be willing to find the best deals for yourself. Let me tell you, I cannot express how that has saved me thousands, is having that flexibility and being willing. But now there's some, I said it earlier, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's some airlines that I will not go. And this is no shade, no salt, no shade for those who will travel on Spirit. It ain't in my spirit. I have literally had bad Spirit experiences. And Listen, I've known people who also had bad Spirit experiences. So me personally, I refuse to fly Spirit. So a lot of times, like when you go to orbits and you do kind of those travel packages and you see it's really cheap and you go in and you look at the flights and it's Spirit and Frontier and you're like, I'm gonna have to pay a little more. I'm gonna have to pay that money. So, definitely I'm not saying don't have a preference, don't have some mandatory no's, but be open to other airlines. If you're an American, I only fly American. Be open. Southwest, United, Delta. There's so many other options that you can try. JetBlue. Listen, if you know, JetBlue, you flip a coin on there. Hey, it might be good, it might not be. But just be open, and that will absolutely save you some money. As we've been told this so many times in our life about traveling, the further in advance, the better. If you know you want to do something, start looking now. There's so many options to have payment plans on packages, on flights. The earlier you know, or when you have that inkling in the pit of your stomach that, man, I want to travel, I want to go here, start planning. And as you start planning and you decide and you say, hey, do I want to travel by myself? Is this a vacation? Is this a small group or a large group? We're going to get into it up next. We're going to talk about some red flags of knowing these are people I do not want to travel with. So don't go anywhere as we get to those travel no's, red flags. But we're going to get into a little Pop Smoke, a little Dior. And then we're going to talk about some of those travel partner red flags.
Roll another one. Sit up, never like you know it's special packet with the automatics. We gon' send them to heaven. Wait. Hey. Woo! You feeling sturdy, Shake it. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it. And she throw it back for it. Yeah, she throw it back for it. Like a Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I heard. Like a Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I heard. When I walk in the spot, 30 on me, buy it to come, know that I'm paid. I'm like, get me lit, I can't f with these niggas, cause niggas is gay. All in my page, sucking all in my comments and screaming my name while I'm in the club, throwing them hundreds and fifties and ones. I smoke, they know I'm wildin'. If I'm on the island, I'm snatching the cell. Brody got locked, the night is bail. Until he free, I'm raising hell. Tell my shooters call me FaceTime. For all the times we had to FaceTime. 50 nights to do a state time. If you need the glizzy, you can take mine. Please don't come up to mine. You know I'm like that, I'll make a movie like TNT. Black 30 on me, ask who really want it. I bet I air it like DMB. Now I Blue Island in my section, and I keep that 38 for the weapon. Remember when I came home for correction? All the bad in my direction. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it. And she throw it back for it. Yeah, she throw it back for it. Like a Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I heard. Like a Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours.
won't tell you twice. I'm a thief in the night. I did some wrong, but I'm always right. So I know how to shoot, and I know how to fight. If I tell you once, I'll tell you twice. I'm real discreet, like a thief in the night. Look, if I call you babe, you babe for the day, or babe for the night. You not my wife. She wanna kill her, so all night. I wanna give me all night. AP, big rocks, in the hood with the realest. 5K on the dinner, bring 300 down to the dealer. I did some wrong, but I'm always right. Said I know how to shoot, and I know how to fight. If I tell you once, I'll tell you twice. I'm real discreet, like a thief in the night.
I'm rich, but I'm riding. I'm low on exotic. I'm about to fly out and go get me some. Nothing ain't sweet. All this money on me. 100 rats in the bag. That's 100 bun. Baby OG, I've been running these streets. Got the game from the shine on my mama's son. Learned about the triple cross when I was young, and I know I ain't going, so I keep a gun. I flew to Paris just to buy some Dior. She begging for attention. I don't see her. CIP pop. I wish that you can see us. Million cash plus whenever I go real. I got some in the street won't beat me. I got the industry trying to beat me. I just go Ray Charles. They can't see me. I'm in a Rolls Royce with a Remy.
I'm wrong, but I'm always right. So I know how to shoot, and I know how to fight. If I tell you once, I'll tell you twice. I'm real discreet, like a thief in the night.
Yeah, like a thief in the night. I pull up, give it for the night. Tryna be aside. We can't my seats cause they white. I'm living like Thriller, I only come out at the nighttime. She don't with liquor, don't like being tipsy. She don't do the Henny, just white wine. Pop the cork on some new Pinot Grigio. I pull up in the Porsche with a freakin'. Park the Porsche and pull up in the Lambo. I hop out Major Payne rockin' camo. Execute, make a let a man go. Like to shoot, light you up, them Rambo. Cuban link full of rocks, it's a choke. Rest in peace to the pop, make me smoke.
I did some wrong, but I'm always right.
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
Welcome back. You're in CeeCee's World. I am CeeCee. You're on 106 Live Radio, where excitement meets diversity 24/7. If you have not downloaded the 106 Live Radio app, what are you waiting for? Make sure you have that app. Make sure you're taking us everywhere you go. We are having a travel conversation. Gave some of my travel tips before, having some flexibility. Download the Hopper. Make sure you enroll in every airline's frequent flyer program, because you just never know, and be open to multiple airlines. Before we move on to the red flag of knowing who not to travel with, there's an app that is super important. If you are traveling outside the country, if you've ever traveled outside the country and you are coming back into the US, it is a headache, right? You're going through customs, the line is long, it's crazy. Mobile Passport Control, MPC. Download this app. I'm about to change your life. You download this app when you're 20 minutes out. You can take your picture, you enter your information. When you come into the airport, they have a special line for MPC, and it's always super low, if anybody, and it gets you in and out because you've already given them your all the information they need. So you just go through that quick line, fingerprint, and you're out. Or you know what they do. But super quick, depending on where you are, what airport you're traveling into, this could save you hours. If it's long lines, this line is normally uber short. Again, Mobile Passport Control, MPC. If you are traveling out of the country and you are going to come home, this app will save you. Okay. I tried to tell you. You could just thank me already. But we're talking about some red flags. What are some red flags of knowing that somebody is not someone you want to travel with? let's get into it. So before this, I got on you on Instagram Live and I asked that question, and somebody said, if you are making installments on your travel and someone misses a payment, that's a red flag and they're out of here. That's a no. That is, do not pass go, do not collect $200. They're out of here. And I'm with you on that. If we're making payments and you didn't already missed a payment, I don't want to travel with you. If you have a friend that is constantly needing to borrow $20, yes, they might have came up with a flight money. They might have had they part of the Airbnb. But are they going to be able to do everything you want to do when you get there? Their spirit might be the best. You might love them to death. But that's a little red flag. You always need to borrow a coin or two. I'm concerned about your ability to keep up with what I'm trying to do when we travel. If you have a friend that it's very hard for them to separate from their significant other, be very leery. I don't know if that is the person you want to travel with either. If your homeboy always want to be under his girl, vice versa, or whatever the situation may be. If it is hard to separate your friend from their significant other, child, don't take them on no trip for several days. They're going to really lose it. They're going to really lose it. It's a little bit of a red flag. Everybody has that one friend that goes from 0 to 100 real quick. Not necessarily with you, but they get real spicy with other people. Leave them at home. Don't have those people out the country turning up, acting a fool. Okay? That one really, really fun friend that cannot hold their liquor, leave them at home. Yes. Do not get out the country and have them acting up. Leave them at home. Yeah, it's a red flag. You can't hold your liquor here. You act up. You goes from 0 to 100, you ready to fight. We're not going to be fighting out the country. We're not going to jail. Just some red flags. We all have these great, fun friends, that might be financially challenged every once in a while. Well, I don't want to have to challenge you. I don't want to have to cover your half. I don't want you to act like you don't want to do things because you really don't have the money, but you're not going to say that. You feel me? That's where it be for me. They're not gonna be like, oh, well, they might. I don't have the money. It's like, oh no, I don't want to do that. They're just gonna act like it's a bad idea. But it's really because they can't afford it. See, every trip isn't for everybody. Like I have a trip, that is a very, very frugal trip. But I might have this trip that I want to spare no expense. And I need others that's willing to do the same. Or I could just travel by myself. So that's the next question. Are you someone who likes to travel by yourself? Well, up next, I have the best vacation destinations for solo travel. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. You are in CeeCee's world.
Yeah. Katy Perry. Miko.
Cause I'm all that you want, boy. All that you can have, boy. Spread like a buffet. Bon appetit, baby. Appetite for seduction. Fresh out the oven. Melting in your mouth, kind of loving. Bon appetit, baby. Looks like you've been starving. You got those hungry eyes. You could use some sugar, cause your levels ain't right. I'm a 5-star Michelin, a cold beef floating. You want what I'm cooking? Boy, let me take you under candlelight. We can wine and dine, a table for two. And it's okay if you take your time. Eat with your hands, fine. I'm on the menu. Cause I'm all that you want, boy. Bon appetit, baby. Appetite for seduction. Fresh out the oven, melt in your mouth, kind of loving. Bon appetit, baby. So you want some more? Well, I'm open 24. Wanna keep you satisfied. Customers always right. Hope you got some room for the world's best pie. Gonna hit that sweet tooth. Boy, let me take you under candlelight. We can wine and dine. A table for two. It's okay if you take your time. Eat with your hands fine. I'm on the menu. 'Cause I'm all that you want, boy. All that you can have, boy. Spread like a buffet. Bon appetit, baby. Bon appetit. Appetite for seduction. Fresh out the oven. Melt in your mouth, kind of loving. Bon appetit, baby. 'Cause I'm all that you want, boy. All that you can have, boy. Spread like a buffet. Bon appetit, baby. Appetite for seduction. Fresh out the oven. Melt in your mouth, kind of loving. Bon appetit, baby.
Sweet potato pie. It'll change your mind. Got you running back for seconds. Every single night.
I'm the one that second change your life. No what the fuck, just like my eyes. Said she want a meal, now I asked her what's the price. Hold on. If she do right, told her get whatever you like. Oh shit.
I make her do a donut when she ride. I looking at the eyes of a dime, make you blind. In her spine, now I'm on some diamond checks and climb. Sweet tooth, no tooth fairy, no whipped cream, no dairy. Got a hot light on, screaming I'm ready, but no horses, no carriage.
Go ahead. 'Cause I'm all that you want, boy. All that you can have, boy. Spread like a buffet. Bon appetit, baby. Appetite for seduction. Fresh out the oven. Mouth and loving. Bon appetit, baby.
Bon appetit. Under candlelight.
Broadcasting live from Atlanta while serving the entire globe. It's the fastest growing radio on the web. It's 106liveradio.com.
We're here early before they wake up. We stay late. We stay informed. We invest in the latest technology.
We take the time to train the next generation of doctors and nurses. We work together to make sure we heal their bodies and their minds.
We do this not because it's our job, but because this is about our veterans' lives. This is our mission. More than 300,000 of us working as one, together with families and loved ones. No matter where they live in this country, we'll be there.
We all come together and stand together to serve our veterans. We stand strong, united. Stand with us in caring for our veterans.
Let's face it, times are still hard for many families. If you're among those struggling to put food on the table, there is no shame in asking for help, and that help is available. Sustaining Ministries Food Pantry, led by Pastor Brian Downing of Oakdale Church of God, has already given away tons of food and other necessities to families facing financial challenges. The location is 1631 Cooper Lake Road in Smyrna, and they are open Sundays from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Additionally, if you are in a position to donate supplies, your gift would mean so very much to families in need. Go to sustainingministries.com for more information.
You listen when your body says, I'm tired, or I'm hungry. What if your body said something else might be wrong? Gynecologic cancers, cervical, ovarian, and uterine cancers have symptoms, so pay attention. If your body says something may be wrong, please listen. If it goes on for 2 weeks, see a doctor. It may be nothing, but find out. Learn the symptoms. Get the inside knowledge about gynecologic cancers.
In the U.S. today, 2.7 million people have glaucoma. So what is glaucoma, and am I at risk? Glaucoma is a group of diseases that can damage the optic nerve and, if left untreated, can lead to vision loss and blindness. This genetic disease can affect anyone of African or Mexican descent 40 years of age and older. So make sure to schedule a comprehensive dilated eye exam every 1 to 2 years to combat this disease. And keep yourself protected today.
This message is sponsored by the Bienvenido Project in the Dominican Republic. To donate, please visit thebienvenidoproject.com. That again is thebienvenidoproject.com.
Colorectal cancer is the third most common cancer in men and women and the second leading cause of cancer deaths in the United States. Early stages of the disease often have no visible signs or symptoms. Routine screening is the best way to reduce your risk and detect colorectal cancer at its earliest stages. Beginning at age 50, screening should be done every 5 to 10 years. The American College of Gastroenterology recommends that African Americans should begin at age 45. If you have a personal or family history of colon polyps or colon cancer, talk to your doctor about early screenings for a lifetime of care. Live healthy, stay healthy.
We are broadcasting live from our Atlanta studio. 106liveradio.com. Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
Welcome back. You're in CeeCee's World. I am your girl, CeeCee. We are talking about travel, all things travel. Listen, someone asked for me to give the app one more time. So the app that assists with re-entry into the U.S. after you have traveled abroad is the Mobile Passport Control app, MPC. Again, it will change your life. We've been talking about some red flags about who to travel, who to travel with, who not to travel with. The biggest one is the first failed payment, you're out. First missed payment, delayed payment, that ain't it. They're out. I want to know from you though. Hit us up. Let me know what are some of your red flags to know that is someone I do not want to travel with. Well, maybe for some people that's not an option because you know what? You like to travel solo dolo. I get it. I'm really 50-50 on that. You know, I enjoy traveling by myself. I like traveling by myself because I can just make the decisions, right? Just, hey, if this is what I want to do, if I don't want to do anything, if all I want to do is look out the window at my hotel all day because I don't feel like getting out of the bed, then it's no big deal. But some of the best solo vacations spots in the U.S. I didn't make this list, but let's get into it. New Orleans. And New York City. So for the same reason, I think both of these places are very good places to travel solo is because if you stay in like the French Quarter or Times Square, it's so much to do. It's so big. It's so grand. You can definitely navigate by yourself, sight unseen. Like you can just really, experience things. I have traveled to New York by myself plenty of times. I enjoy staying in Times Square. Actually, the Dream Hotel in Times Square is probably my favorite. And I do like uber regular things. I remember one time I just wanted to go out the state. I just wanted to go somewhere. Went to New York, stayed in New York, and just went to the AMC movie theater in Times Square and saw a movie and got some the sticky wings. I can't remember the place now, and just next day I went to Bubblegum Seafood and got on the plane and came back home. Like sometimes it's just that simple for me. I just want to get away. So I agree. I think New York, Times Square, great place to travel by yourself. New Orleans, love New Orleans. Where else? Some of the some else. Nashville, Tennessee. You know, I feel Nashville, but I don't know about going to a cabin solo dolo. I think a cabin trip is a great trip, like a great vacation place. It's kind of, it's really, really relaxing. Where are some places that you guys have traveled by yourself and thought that was the best place to go? I have been known to go to Miami all by myself and hit like a Nikki Beach Club or something, a total vibe where you just want to chill and relax. I think the best times to travel alone is when you really just want to relax. Okay, we're gonna get into a little Sierra right now. And at the top of the hour, baby, we got to get into some tea. It's gossip time at that point. Don't go anywhere, keep it locked. You're in CeeCee's World.
Pull up your pants, take out the trash. In your cash like I'm fast, like I'm girl, you wanna act like it is. Security codes on everything, on vibrate, sleep phone, don't never ring. One account and another one he don't know about. Wish we could switch up the roles. I could be there, tell you I love you, but when you call, I never get back. Would you ask them questions like me, like where you be? Ask them out, 4 in the morning, on the corner rolling, doing my own thing. Had a thing on the side, made you cry. But the rules change up, oh, but they still apply. If I praise you like a toy, sometimes I wish I could act like a boy. Girl, go ahead and be just like go around the street, just like I'm homeless asleep, like I'm a creep, like I'm in front. Your friends that call when you with them, like I'm keep a straight face when you tell a lie. Always keep an airtight alibi. What he don't know will break his heart. Wish we could switch up the roles, and I could be there, tell you I love you, but when you call, I never get back. Would you ask them questions like me, like where you be? Ask them out, 4 in the morning, on the corner rolling, doing my own thing. Yeah, had a thing on the side, made you cry. The rules change up, oh, but they still apply. If I made you like a toy, sometimes I wish I could.
No, 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 no. Don't come near me. Don't come near me. Don't come near me. Oh. No, no. I thought of leaving. I want a kid. I wanted what I want, all I want to live. She got a grievance. She want the kid. She want the kid. She want the car. She want the crib. I gotta admit it might be about that. But my moods need to be about that. Body pulling me to feel yo. Try to leave, but I still don't go. Even if I wanted to, I come back around. Even if I wanted to, I come back and we just go around, baby. Bang, bang, boomerang. Do you love or hate me now, baby? Bang, bang, boomerang. I can't believe it all began with a joke and champagne. I really never cared about it. If you planting, I'm planting. Well, you got me feeling like boomerang. Boomerang, boomerang, man. Oh, you got me feeling like boomerang. Boomerang, 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 man. I got no need to pretend I know. I got no need to pretend I got no need to pretend I know. She want the kiss, she want the car, she want the crib. I might admit it might be about that. But my moods need to be about that. Body pulling me to view, yo. Try to leave, but I still don't go. Even if I wanted to, I come back on. Even if I wanted to, I come back and we just go around, baby. Bang, bang, boomerang. Do you love or hate me now, baby? Bang, bang, boomerang. I
believe it all began with a joke and champagne. I really never cared about it. And if you planting, I'm planting. Oh, you got me feeling like boomerang. Boomerang, boomerang, man. Got me feeling like boomerang. Boomerang, 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 man.
.106 R&B and throwbacks on 106 Live Radio. Atlanta's music leader. Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
You are tuned in to CeeCee's World. I am your girl CeeCee, right here on 106 Live Radio, where excitement meets diversity 24/7. We've been talking about travel, all things travel. I would love to hear from you. Where are some places that you want to travel? Well, I do have a 2023 travel wish list I'm going to share with you guys, because I got some places that I'm just really trying to get to in 2023. And I know that there's no way I will get to all of these places, but I definitely want to get some. So on my list of places that I want to go, I want to go in 2023. I want to go to London. I got to make it. Like, that is, y'all don't understand. That's that place that I have been trying to get to for so long. So London, 2023, London. Mykonos. But someone gave me some other options to look at in Greece, so I definitely will. But Mykonos is on the list. Cabo is on the list. I also want to take an Alaskan cruise. Now, there's one thing I will say, and I was giving kind of my travel hacks. There's one thing that I didn't touch on, and that is cruising. Do not be afraid of hitting a cruise, because that is a very good way to just kind of sightsee, get some real like touristy sites in different places, and everything is all inclusive. To me, it's probably the most inexpensive ways to travel. I enjoy cruises a lot, and especially if you're with a group of people, it could be a lot of fun. But yeah, so we have Greece, London, Cabo, Jamaica. I want to go to Jamaica so bad. So that is my 2023 travel wish list. Just some places I really hope that I get to travel to. If not all, at least two. See, I can't say one, because it's got to be more than one. I really want to do at least one. And honestly, I was trying to go to Zanzibar for my birthday, May 26th. It's a big birthday. I'm excited. Zanzibar was on the list of places to go. So I'm really kind of torn. I'm juggling between Greece, somewhere in Greece, probably Mykonos or Zanzibar. We'll see what happens. I'll keep y'all abreast on where I end up going. But yeah, definitely hit us up. Let us know your 2023 travel wish list, because yeah, I want to know. And of course, if you want to be a part of this conversation, 404-464-8785. Give me a call. Let me know what is on your 2023 travel wish list. As we wrap up this travel, oh baby, we're going to get into some tea. Well, I know y'all been waiting, because if you are a fan of CeeCee's World, you already know. You already know what came out Friday. Drake, 21 Savage, Her Loss. And you already know I got some things to say. And apparently so does the internet. And we're going to get to all of that up next. But right now, I'm feeling a little white tea. So we're about to get into our white tea, and then we're going to get into my thoughts of Her Loss. Don't go anywhere.
in my white tee. Yep, 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 in my white tee. I slang in my white tee. I bang in my white tee. All in the club, spin game in my white tee. I bling in my white, surfing in my white tee. Forget up, throw back, I look clean in my white tee. I slang in my white tee. I bang in my white tee. All in the club, spin game in my white tee. I bling in my white, surfing in my white tee. Coco brother and the home team in my white tee. Step on the scene with some green and some hard white work. Real clean, fresh jeans and an all white shirt. We all get money and we all smoke perk. Hit the dirt, one squirt or leave all y'all murk. Cause I'm fresh in my white tee. They glance at my white tee. And I got that hat that match my pants and my white tee. Whoever that you might see, I know they got a white tee. Homeboy, brother, sister, mother, dead on your wifey. Ain't some Fruit of Loom be the name on my white tee. I got a chain, mine, it's a stain on my white tee. Lame in a white I bring the pain in my white tee. Hispanic, white, black, even yang wearing white tee. Hit the club deep and we all got a white throwback. Know that, hell no, they don't sight me. You don't need no throwback, how'd you be set on your white tee? You can get a circle or a V-neck on your white tee. I slang in my white tee, I bang in my white tee. All in the club, spin game in my white tee. I bling in my white, surfing in my white tee. Forget up, throw back, I look clean in my white tee. I slang in my white tee, I bang in my white tee. All in the club, spin game in my white tee. I bling in my white, surfing in my white tee. Coco brother and the home team in my white. I hit them all in my white tee.
Oh, look out. Oh, come on. What you like? A whole lot of what you like? Me on the what you like?
Can you tell me, baby?
All night long.
All night long.
I like them brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, or Haitian with good conversation, plenty big faces. It's a must I stay luxurious, jewelry cut, precision like I bust. Been winning since Funkified blew up. It's evident and I can't be touched. Say I'm too much, I trust this true. Why lie? See for yourself when I slide through. Drive by, you say don't look, you do. Shine so bright in the whip, you too. You wish Boo Boo could ride with you tonight. Ain't nothing in the world that Brett can't do. She attractive to them, him, her, and you. CrossFit, December, unrestricted. Drop dead, the cost is priceless. Due to the content, I suggest you like this.
What do you like? A whole lot of foreplay right before you get it started. Can you tell what do you like? Baby, on top, you want a bottom type party. What do you like? Somebody that can make it sing wow. All night long. Tell me
what's up, the setting, a hot ass club, and you still be sweating me. I don't see nothing wrong with giving a little love, but just let me breathe. Damn, you cute as hell, so let's switch the digits. Then I got to leave, and you could buy me a couple of drinks, but I'ma go socializing. And I like it when you keep your eyes on me, and I like it when you touch my privacy, and I like it. Sex and ecstasy when the belt buckle loosen up. Undress me, already juiced up, that come naturally wax. On and off so romantically, no woman can slow dance or slow down like I can. Ask if you curious to know what I like, man.
What do you like? A whole lot of foreplay right before you get it started. You can just say what do you like? Me on top, you want a bottom type party. What do you like? Somebody that can make me sing wow. What's like so I can give it to you all night long. Tell me.
Well, I start at the top of the list with my pretty eyes, a cute nose, and these fat ass lips. My medallion sit in the middle of my sis, hit after hit, sweet every sip down to the last drip drop. Watch the hips rock, color me bad, tick tock, you don't stop till the thick thigh rock when I skip by. I ain't surprised, I'm what you like.
What do you like? A whole lot of foreplay right before you get it started. Tell me what do you like? Me on top, you want a bottom type party. What do you like? Somebody that can make it sing all night long. All night long. Tell me, what do you like? A whole lot of foreplay right before you get it started. What do you like? Me on top, you want a bottom type party.
somebody that can make it seem wild. All night long. You where you wanna be, baby. All night long. Tell me, what do you like? A whole lot of booty, baby, before you get it started. What do you like? Me on top. You want a bottom type party. What do you like? Somebody.
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
Welcome back. You are in CeeCee's World. I am your girl, CeeCee. We've had a travel conversation and it was great. And if you missed it, I'm sorry. But it's time, baby. It's time for us to get into some tea. Fresh, hot, off the kettle, okay? So yesterday, I woke up as I do every Friday. I missed the midnight mark. I usually wake up about 2. Give myself a little rest. And I started listening to what just came out. And yes, I was super excited because baby Drake and 21 Savage, Her Loss, was on and popping. And I get to listening. And not just because like I'm a fan, but I was like, oh, this right here, this it right here. This is a situation. I thoroughly enjoyed the album. I actually found it comical. Comical in a sense of this is grade A trolling. You understand? This album is trolling. And yes, Ciroc Loco, that song sparked the first little bit where he talks about lying about shots, butt shots, but you still a stallion. That didn't go over so well with our good sis Meg the Stallion. Meg wants y'all to stop using her for clout. Yachty comes out and he's like, "Oh, it's not even about her. It's about girls lying about getting butt shots." But everybody claims to know. It says, "Come on, it's a double entendre. We get it. We know it has a double meaning. We know he knew what he was doing." Listen, I can't confirm or deny I wasn't there. But there is definitely other songs where he talks about lying about different surgeries and stuff. So there was a theme in that. But yeah, I mean, okay. Get your hate off, because it is definitely some people definitely hating, definitely didn't like the line. I get it. You can't win. Our girl Ice Spice, she says another line on the song. Another line that is definitely to her, aimed at her. And one thing I'm gonna say is, listen, a hit dog holla. If he ain't say your name, you're drawing attention to yourself by bringing it to social media. Because I don't think was we thinking about Ice Spice? She a 10 trying to rap. It's good on mute. And Ice Spice says, at least I'm a 10. Well, sis, did he say it could? You know how many baddies trying to rap can't rap, but they a 10? Now, that was a little cloudy for me, but okay. Get your cloud off, sis. It's all good. Drum said there's some lyrics in there about him. And I'm not saying that these aren't true, but again, it's like, okay, he is totally trolling. And again, I thought the album was good. We're not canceling Drake over these trolling lyrics. Come on, let's get over it. But nevertheless, I thoroughly enjoyed the album. In all honesty, this year probably my favorite. I also think that this was the end of a trilogy. I think let's walk with me here. Okay, walk into this theory with me, right? So we got Certified Lover Boy, loving the ladies. You know what I mean? And then we got, you know what? Forget it. Honestly, never mind. I'm no longer a certified lover boy. Honestly, never mind. I'm just about to be out here, travel, live my best life, dance, just living. Leave where the groupies at. Leave the lover boy alone. Honestly, never mind. Living my best life. And you know what? I've lived my best life, and you know what I realized? I fell in love with me, and you know what? It's her loss. Her loss. And her loss comes with the most trolling, ratchet, angry, F it. I'm out here. Gloves is off. I ain't playing with y'all no more. Drake. There's a story there. That is I think this was a trilogy. I'm just saying. But that's my theory. I'm sticking to it. If that's the case, I would use the G word, but I won't say genius. But I'm here for it. That's what I will say. Listen, don't go anywhere. We getting into a little Lloyd. You know what? I had to have a Lloyd break because that's just how I was feeling. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. You're in CeeCee's world.
I said, what time you get off? She said, when you get me off. I kind of laughed, but it turned into a cough because I swallowed down the wrong pipe. Whatever that means, you know, old people say it, so it sounds right. So I'm standing there embarrassed. If we were both in Paris, I would have grabbed her by the waist and kissed her. But we in the middle of Whole Foods, and those foods ain't supposed to beef, but you think they hated tofu. Check that line got rowdy, my vision got cloudy. I started seeing circles like some Audi. Emblem, hearing them say, come on, man. Do this on your own time, get the hell on, man. I walked out, I got about halfway to my car when I heard shouty shout, 3,000, forgot your credit card. Smart move, by the way, my little sister loves your cartoon. Well, here's my name and if I ain't the one, lose it. If I am, use it. If a man chooses and he can, lose it. And he don't take it personal, he might be swamped with making mozzarella, no, making worlds better. Cheese will come, believe me, never focused on the cash. Ask Mel Gibson, Jesus Christ, I'm about to pass.
Stop, baby, bring that pain back. You know where my heart at. Try to show your breast some love, cause I'm about to lose it. With the way you're moving, makes me wanna get to it. Girl, tell me what to do. I'll change the game for you. I'm a player, yes, it's true, but can I be free? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love, so let's dip a pot of this. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right, and I just want you. So let's dip a pot of this. Let's dip a pot of this.
Move right here, baby. You gotta get with it to get lost. You understand?
Yeah. This young Lord reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia. Decatur, where it's great. And I want all my sexy ladies to report to the dance floor immediately. We're gonna go and glide this one, y'all. Big Grease.
Yeah. Right off the back, man, the boy got dollars, so women come frequent like flight mileage. It ain't no secret. I might holler, but I ain't gonna sweat you, baby. I'ma let you catch you, put your game, run faster. Don't let them lose you, cause I ain't gonna bless you unless you feel a little desperate. And then listen a text message, girl.
Stop, wait a minute. The way you move that girl, you done got my heart all in it. And I just wanna be with you tonight. Girl, please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. I wanna see what it do. Can I be free? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. So let's dip a pot of it. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right. And I just want you. So let's dip a pot of it. Let's dip a pot of it. She's fine too, but I want you. She's fine too, but I want you. I'll admit it, this just ain't no game, this just ain't words that I'm speeding. If you could see the thoughts that's in my head,
I'm tripping, we're playing, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. Wanna see what it do? Can I be free? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. So let's dip up out of me. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right. So I just wanna chill. So let's dip up out of here. Dip up out of here. She's fine too, but I want you. She's fine too, but I want you.
She can use an F baby, the key to the ladies, keys to the Sadies, but please say the baby. We the patrol, even in the AM, we should be alone. We could get a day in. You like what I'm saying and come around the waiting. We could go inside and stay in. Tell the homeboy you're staying. You've been taken, gone. Turn me on and mama turn him, yeah. You know I love you like good food. If I feel your nigga with a good dude, you know you give good brain like you graduated from a good school. You know I'm a good move, you should do me. So hey shorty, what it is, the Carter who it is, and shorty do it big. The party at my crib, that's a party in the hills. You call it what you want, but she gon' call it what she feel.
This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. So let's dip up out of here. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right. So I just want to chill. Let's dip up.
Broadcasting live from Atlanta while serving the entire globe. It's the fastest growing radio on the web. It's 106liveradio.com.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Everton Christie, ready to assist you with all your financial goals. We move you from uncertainty and insecurity to financial freedom. Dreaming of financial independence? Or having dreams of starting a new career? Get your financial foundation built right. With services from debt management, retirement planning, personal financial strategy, life, health, and Medicare insurance planning, and so much more. Every goal begins with the very first step. Financial independence is not just a dream, it's a decision. Call or text Everton Christie at 919-218-4962 or reach out to him at www.fgconnects.com/Everton Christie.
Talk and they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
Autism, a complex developmental condition affecting the patient's ability to interact, communicate, and progress, has not one, but many subtypes. Reach out to a local group to see how you can participate. One way to bring awareness to this issue is to educate the new generation in fostering acceptance and kindness towards the autistic community. Ella Auti, a story of a 4th grader battling society with autism, is a great way to educate your kids and start important conversations. In light of the pandemic, the autism community continues to face the worst of challenges. Make it a goal to donate as much as you can to your local Autism Society of America to further their efforts and encourage their unrelenting support for their community. For more information, please visit nationaltoday.com.
Do you have a business that you'd like to promote? Or maybe you just want to sponsor the show and keep the good vibes going. If you would like to, the information is up on the screen. You can find us at www.106liveradio.com, or you can give us a call, 404-689-5483.
106liveradio.com, Atlanta.
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
Welcome back. You are in CeeCee's World. I am your girl, CeeCee. And baby, we getting into this tea. I just gave you my theory on her loss being the third installment of a trilogy from Drake. And it is an album full of trolling, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Plenty of backlash, plenty of conversations being had. Listen, I'm just going to continue to enjoy it, moving right along. So Diddy celebrated a birthday. Big shout out to Diddy. Happy birthday, good sir. He had his boo by his side, Young Miami, was there. I give him a gift of this chain. He really loved it. It was a cute little kiss. It's something kind of cute about their little situationship. I'm here for it, but that's not why we celebrate today. So listen, Diddy bought a cannabis operation in New York and 2 other states for up to $185 million. This will make him the largest Black-owned cannabis company in the world. This is amazing. Diversifying that space is very, very key. I think it is very important that we start to, as a community, really look into that, really look into cannabis, hemp, different things in that community, because that's money is happening. Money is happening, and we want to be a part of it. So big shout out to Diddy. A lot of celebrities have, strands of cannabis, but I think this is a really, really big deal of him becoming the largest Black-owned cannabis company in the world. One thing Diddy knows how to do, and that is flip a coin. You hear me? Nowadays, you get some money and you figure it out, right? You get some money and you figure out where to invest. Is every investment going to be a good one? No. But hopefully you have more profitable ones than not profitable ones. And boy, if Diddy doesn't have a good blueprint, I don't know who does. But so big shout out to Diddy, and that's a huge accomplishment. And again, I just encourage people to look more into that. Look more into that and seeing how you can become a grower, right? See where you can fit in and where you can really capitalize and make this a legacy for your family, because it's there. And other communities are definitely taking advantage of this. And there are several states that are specifically looking for, African American people to invest and ownership into that community. So dip your toe in it. Do a little research. Let's get motivated, right? So shout out to Diddy. You know what? Let's get some Busta Rhymes. We about to pass the Cavassier. So don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. You're in CeeCee's World.
My people wanna don't this hit make 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 my people wanna act the fool. You better watch out.
hot shit be bringing the cops out. Come on, street soldiers is ringing them shots out.
Short circuit and blacking the blocks out. Now open up the garage and pull the drops out. Rocking the fur coat, bringing the blue fox out.
Diamonds light up the block, bringing the blue rocks out. While until all of my crew knocks out. Come on,
get your ass up on the floor.
Throw your hands if you want some more.
Baby, wiggle your crotch out and peep the way we be blowing the spots out.
Come on, look how we got them ready to act out. Girl, I'm ready to get the twist in your back out. Come on,
drink yak till I'm falling out. Yeah,
flat on his back. Now watch your brother crawling out. Talk to him.
Said Buster,
what's up, son?
See them girl rolling. And it look like,
come on,
their asses are swollen.
And their ass getting big
but
now.
If your man babysitting, then what you gonna say?
What we gonna tell him?
You gonna tell that brother?
That's a Kavasi.
You gonna tell that brother?
That's a Kavasi.
Everybody singing now.
That's a Kavasi.
Everybody singing now.
That's a Kavasi.
Girl, you need to shake it off.
Too much hair on your chocha.
Shave it off.
Come on, jump, smack your ass and break it off.
And if it's too hot for y'all,
you need to take it off.
Right. In case you ain't knowing, we on a roll now.
Diddy, like we done stumbled on a pot of gold now. Come on, food spilling all out of the bowl now. Money thick and harder to fold now. Come on.
Ladies, tell me if you're feeling
alright.
And are you sure that you up to doing it?
I like this.
Listen, before you ask back, we wreck shit that we ain't even black yet. Come on.
People all around and it's a rap police shut down the block.
And the club ain't even packed yet. Come on. Enough drinking at the bar, hold it down. While now, till the club is closed down. Talk to me.
Said Buster,
what's up, son?
See them girl rolling. And it look like,
come on,
their asses are swollen.
And their ass getting big
but
now.
If your man babysitting, then what you gonna say?
What we gonna tell him?
You gonna tell that brother?
That's a Kavasi.
You gonna tell that brother?
That's a Kavasi.
Everybody singing now.
That's a Kavasi.
Everybody singing now.
That's a Kavasi.
Don't this hit make my people wanna? 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 Don't this hit make my people wanna?
Rob a bank, I'm saying cash rule. Bust it.
Let's get this money and act like a damn fool.
Come on, act stupid and jump in the damn pool.
Home chicks and me and the man's cool.
Come on, I'm saying, just put your bank up. With me and Diddy together, you bankrupt.
Fly high, no lie. You hear that? You know this. Bowling, rise outside. It's like show we in the building.
So fly, no lie, and you know this. So fast, oh my, stay focused.
Your boy getting paper, I buy big cars. I need fly rides to drive in my garage. Stay sky high, fly with the stars. T4 flights, 8 grand large. So we lean with it, pop with it. Vertical Jones, mean with the top. Listen, I'm saying clean with the bottom kitty. I hopped out saggy jeans and my rock listen. But I spent about 8 grand on me on stage doing the rain dance. She like me, she let it hit the floor, made it pop. Got my pedal to the floor, screaming cops.
We fly high, no lie, you know this. Falling rise outside. It's like showbiz.
We stay fly, no lie, and you know this. You're so fast, oh my, stay focused.
Slow down, yeah, the night could be gone tomorrow. So I speed through life like there's no tomorrow. 100 cheese worth of ice on the Audemars. And we're in the street life till they call a law. I made the whip get naked while I switch gears, looking at the bracelet. Step out, show me what you all about. Flashbacks of last night of me balling out. 1 a.m. we was at the club. 2 a.m. 10 bottles of bug. And about 3 something I was thinking about drugs. So I stumbled to the car through the drinks and the drugs.
Twisted, we fly high, no lie, you know this. Holy rides outside, it's like showbiz.
We stay fly, no lie, and you know this. You're so fast, oh my, stay focused.
Could you buy that? I keep 20 in the pocket. Talking about 80 if the Bentley is the topic. But of course, gotta fly the skirt. to the hood and roll the dice on the side of curb. No, I know a G a bit may sound absurd. Top 80 up links, cause I got an urge. The rap game like the crack game. Lifestyle, rich and famous, living in the fast lane. So when I bleep, shorty bleep back. Louis Vuitton belt where I'm keeping all the heat strapped. I beat the trial over Rucker, all guns loaded in the back. Dipset, we fly high, no lie, you know this. Born and rise, outside, it's like showbiz.
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
You're live in CeeCee's World. I am your girl, CeeCee. And baby, we getting into some celebrity tea. You know, just a quick sip where we talk about the fabulous world of celebrities, because baby, it's all kinds of things going on. Well, it does sadden me to have to give another RIP in this same broadcast, but it has been reported that Aaron Carter has passed away at the age of 34. It is being reported that he was found in his LA home in the bathtub. The 911 call says that he drowned in the bathtub. Homicide detectives have been sent on site, but they say that is just that is protocol and there's no signs of foul play. So very sad, you know. Prayers to his family, fans. Just very, very sad. 34, that's very young. He has, you know, openly been battling with, you know, substance abuse. And so we can't make any assumptions. We'll just kind of wait to see what happens. But again, keep him, his family, friends, fans lifted in prayer. On another note, can somebody tell me what's in the water? What's in the water? Because baby, these cougars is out here winning. And I'm just kind of, this one threw me off. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures posted of Cher and Amber Rose ex or baby daddy, if you will, AE, all snuggly and huggly and kissy. Oh man, okay, Cher, like Sonny and Cher, like was mermaids, like was super grown when I was a baby, Cher. I would love to know how this came about. That to me, that's different. But more power to him. Cher and Madonna is out here really living their best life. I'm at a loss for words on this one, but I would love to know how it came about and, you know, how it's going. Because it looks pretty snuggly and cuddly from what we could see. But speaking of snuggles and cuddles, baby, Taylor James Williams has the internet on go. The ladies is looking for him. He is no longer that kid that we saw on Everybody Hates Chris. So on Sway in the Morning, Shade 45, our boys are doing a freestyle to FNF, and boy, it was, yes, honey, it gave you the tinglies. It's the voice. It was what he was saying. And the ladies, again, are all over it. Shout out to him. Y'all have to just like go on the Shade Room. It is everywhere. Just Google it. My man did his thing. So speaking of did his thing, well, how about a thing? Our boy Kyrie Irving is being suspended for 5 games for a post. And I have a question for you guys. Like, sometimes, you know, do we give any grace for things being innocent? Do we give grace to just maybe not knowing? And once someone tells us, okay, I feel like right now we are so expected to know better that even when you make a mistake, it is blown hugely out of proportion. Not saying that this was the case. It's just when I saw it, I'm like, I wonder if he actually understands what he actually has done. He's definitely going to feel it financially, and he's being suspended for 5 games. So that just is what it is. Speaking of posting on Twitter, listen, Elon Musk, who's officially taken over, is said to be laying off 50 to 75% of the workforce. And he says it's because they're losing $4 million a day. Nobody has time for that. Y'all got to go. What y'all in here doing? Twitter is the wild, wild west. If it wasn't already, baby, it is double time the wild, wild west right now. I don't think anything is censored. You can say and do whatever. It's open sesame. That now makes Twitter a very, very dangerous place. Definitely gonna watch that story unfold and see how he stabilizes it. What is the future of Twitter? I know they're saying to get a blue check is gonna cost you $8 a month, and he said y'all can keep complaining, but you're still gonna pay. Is that gonna drive people away from Twitter? And then at that point, as long as you can pay, you good. Something to think about there. Listen, we're gonna get into a little Raheem Devon, a little Doja Cat. So don't go anywhere. Keep it right here in CeeCee's World.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Love. Can I take your order? And you can have it your way. Welcome, can I help you? Take a minute to read the menu. If you're looking for a man, if you're looking for a friend, if you're looking for someone to talk to, take your time, fulfill your order. I can advertise it or make caution. Caution, caution, cause the plate is hot, and I'm the catch of the day. Your dessert, your meal, and your drink. You can find it all in me. I'll fill you up for free. If your heart is hungry, you can place your order. Let me serve you up. Let me serve you up. See, you can have it your way. You're the customer. If you want me supersize with some loving on the side, just ask for what you want, cause you're the customer. Let me serve you up. Let me serve you up. See, you can have it your way. You're the customer. You can have me supersize with some loving on the side. Just ask for what you want, cause you're the one, you're the customer. If you got special needs, you're picky or hard to please, you're particular about what you like, so the customer is always right. Satisfaction is guaranteed. At the door, girl, I'm quality. See the menu's full of me. I got a real love policy, and I'm the catch of the day. You deserve your meal, your drink. You can find it all in me. I'll fill you up for free. If your heart is hungry, you can place your order here with me. Let me serve you up. Let me serve you up. See, you can have it your way. You're the customer. Have it your way. You supersize with some love on the side. Just ask for what you want. Just you're the customer. Let me serve you up. Let me serve you up. See, you can have it your way. You're the customer. What you have to supersize with some love and just ask for what you want, cause you're the one, you're the customer. And I'm gonna whip it up nice and slow. You can even call your order and I'll deliver to your home. And I'll be there in a matter of seconds. And there's more of you on seconds. Be greedy as you die, morning, noon, and night. And I'm open 24/7. And cause I like you, it's on me. Got a whole lot of sugar and honey and a plate full of ecstasy. So make your reservations and make your way to me. And if that don't work for you, baby, then tell me where I need to be. Let me serve you right, let me serve you right. See, you can have it your way. Oh, you can have it your way. Supersize with some loving on the side. massage. Ask for what you want, cause you're the customer. Let me serve you, let me serve you, let me. You can have it good, you're the customer. You can have me super satisfied. It's your massage, cause you're the customer. I gon' feel you, let me serve you, let me serve you. Ask me what you need, you're the customer. If you want me so sad, see you so.
We hug and yes, we make love and always just say goodnight. And we cuddle, sure I do love it, but I need your lips all night. Can you kiss me more? We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, it's just principle. Baby, hold me, cause I like the way you move. Oh, you're right, me, I can do the same. Oh, I love the taste. La, 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 la. Oh, you're right, me, I can do the same. Oh, I love the taste. I feel like coffee something, but we could be corny. Okay, sugar, I ain't no dummy. I like to say, but if we could kiss and just cut the rubbish, then I might be on to something. I ain't giving you one in public, I'm giving you hundreds. Come get it, something we just gotta get into. Sang first, middle, last on the wisdom tooth. And they wishing that the cookie was a kissing booth. Taste breakfast, lunch, and gin and juice. And that dinner just like visit too. And when we French refresh, give me two. When I bite that lip, come get me two. He want lipstick, lip gloss, hickeys too. Kiss me more. We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, it's just principle. Baby, hold me, cause I like the way you move. Oh, you're right, you mean I can do the same. Oh, I love the taste. La, 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 la. Oh, you're right, you mean I can do the same. Oh, I love the taste. La, 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 la. All on my tongue, I want it. Give me a buck, need the Gucci stuff. Push your limit, you ain't good enough. All you fellas say that you lost without me. All my shorties feel like I dodged the county. Coffee with you feel like jail, buddy. I can't even exhale, buddy. Cookie like holy grail, you know that. You gon' make me need bail, you know that. Caught dipping with your friend, you ain't even have man lying on you know that. Got me a bag for the brick, you know that. Control them soda pays if I throw back all this cash for real. I'ma make you feel fantasy of whippoorwill. It's all I can give you.
Broadcasting live from Atlanta while serving the entire globe. It's the fastest growing radio on the web. It's 106liveradio.com.
Bald Nation Rocks Against Cancer presents their annual charity fundraiser, Cancer Warriors Fashion Extravaganza and Brunch, held at the Green Magnolia Event Hall located at 4371 Marietta Street, Powder Springs, Georgia, on Sunday, October 9th from 2 to 5 p.m. Presenting at this year's event, Miss Monica Kaufman-Pearson, Dr. Tanasha Gray of 106 Live Radio, and jazz artist LaTanya Sugarlip Shields. Brunch starts at $45 per person and $85 per couple. For more information, visit Eventbrite and enter Bald Nation Rocks Against Cancer. Vendors and cancer survivors can email vnrac2020@gmail.com.
Ow! Did you know over 2,000 eye injuries occur on the job site every day, and about 1 in 10 of them require missed work days to recover? Of the total amount of work-related eye injuries, 10 to 20% will cause temporary or permanent vision loss in affected employees. And while many people think that eye injuries primarily occur in manufacturing, construction, or trade jobs, nearly 40% of work-related eye injuries occur in offices, healthcare facilities, laboratories, and similar environments. Flying objects, tools, particles, chemicals, and harmful radiation are the causes of most eye injuries, and in many cases, implementing safe work practices and utilizing appropriate personal protective equipment could prevent them entirely. We here at GTG Traffic Signals believes something as simple as putting on a pair of safety glasses can prevent serious eye injuries. These injuries are painful, cause many lost workdays, and sometimes lead to permanent vision loss. This message is sponsored by GTG Traffic Signals, located in Marietta, Georgia, reminding you today and year-round, remember to wear your safety glasses.
Bullying. It not only affects the person who is being bullied, but it could also affect the person who is witnessing someone else be bullied. Please let's remember to stop bullying on our school campuses and everywhere else. Join 106liveradio.com to help stop bullying.
Maximize your brand. Calling all hosts. Have you ever dreamed of hosting your own show? Well, 106 Live Radio platform is looking for positive, creative, self-motivated individuals and groups. Here you can host your own program. If you are serious and interested in joining our growing platform, Team 106 is happy to host you at our state-of-the-art studio. Please reach out to us at 404-622-4152 or send us an email at contactus@106liveradio.com. Bring your best self.
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
You are in CeeCee's World, and it has been an absolute amazing 2 hours. So thank you for tuning in. Again, if you have not downloaded the 106 Live Radio app, make sure you do so. Take us everywhere. It is some amazing shows here on 106 Live, and you do not want to miss it. So tell a friend and make sure you download the 106 Live Radio app. But before I get out of here, make sure you're following me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at CeeCee Lovebug. That is CeeCeeLuvbug. Make sure you are following me. And I am out here, and until next week, be confident in you and love every inch of yourself.
You, baby, I don't wanna waste no time. Wanna be your only one, baby. Please don't break my heart.
Tailor-made black linen, tinted Escalade with a maid.